What's up, wealth builders? You guys already know it's Chase Sloan. I make Houston real estate easy. Yet sometimes I'm really just making it look easy. Let me tell you guys all about it as I make dinner for tomorrow, because I'm putting something in the crock pot. Y'all know how that goes. So I remember this situation that we had with a client. What would you do, or what happens if you're laid off and lose your job while under contract for a new construction home? So boom, picture it, Sicily. I referred to a client by a good friend of mine. He's looking to purchase a home in Houston, Texas, or surrounding areas. That'd be a good fit for his daughter. He's a single dad. And immediately, I thought of one of the lifestyle communities that is featured south of Houston, Texas. And it's a beautiful community. It has built-in amenities, swimming pool, schools on site, activities that are planned, so many fishing, hiking trails. It's absolutely gorgeous. So we meet together and we go take a look at some homes, and finally we find a builder that is perfect for him. Now here's what's important. My client is tall. I would imagine like a high 6'7" or something like that. And he made a decision to build the house custom from the ground up. And here's what that looks like. So when you buy a home, after you go under contract, you have an opportunity to go to the design center. And at that time, you're able to make tweaks and what's important to you. For him, it was taller doors, 10-foot doors to be exact. And some surround sound, some customization, some things that, hey, I already want the house to be like I like it before I move in it. No problem. So when you're building new construction, it takes about 4 to 6 months to build. Of course, this depends on supplies. This depends on weather conditions and a couple other factors. Yet, for the most part, on the low end, you can factor about 4 months, and on the long end, 6. Well, during that time, my client got laid off. And when you buy a new construction home, you have to pay earnest money, and most builders are going to require you to put 50% down on any customizations or upgrades that you put in the home. So there was already a significant amount of money on the line. So here's what we did. And I believe this is truly why, even in new construction, you want to ensure that you're a partner with a real estate advisor, someone that truly has relationships with builders, agents, and even just the community that you're looking to buy or sell in. So when he told me what was going on and that he wasn't going to be able to close on the home, immediately I reached out to our sales counselor. Now, I had a relationship with this sales counselor from previous closing deals, client deals, as well as just, I had probably been in real estate for about 5 to 7 years at this point. So I knew who the heavy hitters were. So I gave her a call and let him know what was going on. Now, I know that in a lot of cases, we like to hide information and look to solve it on our own. What I have learned, it is best to communicate with your realtor early, so that way they can go ahead and communicate with the builder, and everybody can be on the same plan in regards to how can we make this work? What's the win-win? Well, unfortunately, it wasn't looking good, and he had to terminate the contract, forfeiting his earnest money. But here's the good news. Because of the relationship that we had with our builders and just the amount of business that we had already brought to them, we were able to copy corporate on the email and get the earnest money returned to him. He didn't get his deposit back. However, this was just a piece to start moving forward in the right direction. Now, here's what's interesting about it. For weeks, that file sat on my desk. I never put it away. I just had it in my organizer, and I would look at it occasionally, check up on him. One day, he checks up on me. He says, "Chase, I got a job." And I thought that was excellent. And not only that, the home that he had built and designed, it was still available for sale. That's not all. Not only was it available for sale, a price reduction had happened from when he originally went on contract. Naturally, I called the sales counselor, let her know the good news, and that if possible, we'd like to move forward in closing on the home. The good news, they honored the new price, not the first price. So that was an additional savings from my client. And here's what I learned in this situation. Number one, when you're working with anybody, yet especially in real estate, you want to make sure that you're working with somebody that you feel comfortable with being able to tell them what's going on in your life. As your real estate advisor, we are here to help navigate through the process of real estate. And let's be honest, it's not always easy. It's not just standing in front of homes and sitting on top of countertops. It's being able to truly speak the language of real estate in a way that builders, sellers, and our buyers will understand. Our client not only closed on their home, I've celebrated so many birthdays with their daughter, enjoying the amenities of the lifestyle community. I'd love to tell you more about it and more stories like this. So if you have questions about what would you do in this situation, Chase, or what have you done, go ahead and hit that follow button. Let's start telling more stories. I look forward to seeing y'all next time.